Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another playthrough of Mage Knight. Today we're going to be playing with Arythea. Crank's going to be the dummy player. We have a gold and 2 whites in the source. Our initial unit offer is Utum Swordsmen, Peasants and Shock Troops. Our initial advanced action offer is going to be Intimidate, Chivalry and Frostbridge. And the initial spell offer is going to be Chill, Lethal Chill, Cure Disease and Charm Possess. There are no monasteries on the board, so we can draw up for our first hand of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get Swiftness, March, Threaten, Rage, and Promise. So I think for our first turn, this is pretty unattractive to try and take out because it won't actually level us up. So I'm thinking we come around here, maybe recruit the Peasants, and then try and go for the keep here. So I think for our tactic, we'll go for planning, and then the dummy player is going to take number 3. So they're going to get Mana Steal, which goes out of the game. They're going to go first, and we will keep planning so that we remind ourselves. So 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. They get 1 more. Over to us, we are going to go with March with a gold from the source. That'll get us into the village, and then we can play Threaten and Promise for influence of 4, and that will recruit us the Peasants. We are left with 2 in hand. This gets re-rolled. It's a black, and yeah, we'll draw up to our hand limit +1 because of planning. So 3, 4, 5 and 6, and we get Crystallize, Stamina, Battle Versatility and Improvisation. And then the dummy player 1, 2 and 3. It's a blue. They don't go again. Over to us. I think we will plunder the village, so we'll get another 2 cards and lose 1 reputation. And we get Swiftness and March. Okay. And I think here we can probably go for the keep here. So let's play Stamina for 2, March for 2, and probably Swiftness for 2 as well. Yeah, let's go with that. So that will get us move 3 in there. So we still have 3 move left. We'll see what's in the keep here. And it is 4 physical attack and 4 armor. So we will also go into the keep. We'll lose 1 reputation. We are not going to be able to block that for 8. So we're going to take 2 wounds into hand. And then we need 4 points of attack. And I think we could use Rage and Battle Versatility for an attack of 4. That's enough to take him out. We get 3 fame. So 1, 2, 3. And we do level up there. We get 1 shield token on the keep. And we can also play Crystallize with a white from the source. That will get us a white crystal into our inventory. And then we're left with Swiftness, Improvisation and 2 wounds. We'll re-roll this. It's a red. These get discarded. We are leveling up, so we get a choice of 2 skills. And we get Motivation, or the top one is called Burning Power, Siege Attack 1, or Fire Siege Attack 1. I think I'm going to take the Motivation one here. And then the common skill from Crying is going to be, so that one is called Shamanic Ritual. Flip this to gain a mana token of any color. You may flip it back as your action for the turn. So that is quite a good skill. We also get an advanced action, so we can have Intimidate, Chivalry, or Frostbridge. And I think I will take, I'll probably go with Chivalry here. Yeah, so we attack 3 or attack 2 and reputation +1 for each enemy defeated by this attack. Yeah, let's go with that. So we have 1, 2, the new advanced action first is Shield Bash. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll draw up to our hand limit +1 because of planning. Our hand limit is 5, +1 because of our keep, +1 because of planning. So we get another 3 cards here. So we have 1, 2, 3. And we get Stamina, Determination and Chivalry. Dummy player then 1, 2 and 3. It's a green. They get 1 more. back to us. And I think here, let's use improvisation and discard stamina with a red from the source for a move of 5. So we can, and actually it might be better to use, no, let's use the red from the source. So we'll explore here first and then here. So just move this up a little, and the tile we get is number 7. So that is the first monastery. We get an advanced action, and it is Peaceful Moment. And then there's an orc at the top, which goes face up. So that's 4 physical attack, brutal, 3 armor with physical resistance. And then the next explorer is going to be here, and it is tile number 1 or 2, sorry. And there is another village and an orc as well, which goes face up. So that's 3 physical attack, poison, and 5 armor. And yeah, that's, so we have one move point left, and we can use, I think we'll leave it. We could play one sideways here, but I want to keep these cards in hand. So yeah, let's leave it there. This will get re-rolled, and it's a black. These get discarded, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get 2 more, 6, 7, and we get tranquility and concentration. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. They're going to declare end of round on the next turn. Back to us. So let's use our motivation. We'll get a red mana token, and we also get mana pool. And I think we can use our, let's use our peasants for a move of 2, which gets us onto the monastery. And then we can, I think we probably, let's burn the monastery down. So we're going to draw a random purple enemy. We can't use units, and we're losing 3 reputation. So 1, 2, 3. And the enemy we face is, okay, so 5 or 4 or 2 ice attack, paralyze, ice, and physical resistance with 4 armor. Okay, wow. Okay, so I think I will play mana pool. So we can use 1 additional mana die from the source this turn. If it's black, use it to produce mana of any color. So I am going to use, let's use 1 of the black die to produce a blue, which we will use for determination to block 5. So he's fully blocked. It's inefficient against ice attack. So yeah, we need double. So we need 4 points of block. We have 5 there. And then we can use swiftness and chivalry. So we can use 1 of the whites for chivalry and a white from our inventory for an attack of 6 plus 3 is, actually, instead of using the black to make it blue, we'll play concentration to get a blue. And we can use that with determination. And then we have an attack of 6 plus 3 is 9, which is enough to take him out in the attack phase. We can use 1 of the blacks and set it to green with mana pool. And we can use that with tranquility to heal these 2 wounds. And yeah, that is fine. We are getting 5 fame for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough to level up again. We also get an artifact. So we'll have this command token free. These are the end. It's the end of the round anyway, so they're going to get re-rolled. These are getting discarded. We will discard all of these, and we also get a reward, which is 1 of the artifacts. And it is either Tomb of All Spells, discard a card of any color, use the basic effect of a spell of the same color from the spell's offer without paying its mana cost, or Mysterious Box, remove and reveal the top card of the artifact's deck. This turn you may use Mysterious Box as if it was that artifact. If you do, then fame plus 1. I think I'm going to take, yeah, let's go with Tomb of All Spells here. So that goes on the bottom. That's the end of the round, so we are renewing those. We'll re-roll the source. White, white, green. The unit offer gets renewed, and we are getting 3 new regulars, and we get thugs, guardian golems, and the herbalists. Chivalry or peaceful moment, sorry, disappears, and there are no new ones because we burned that monastery. Intimidate goes into the dummy player's deck, and the new advanced action is dodge and weave. They're going to get a blue into their inventory for chill, and the new spell is going to be Wings of Wind, Wings of Night. We should have a shield token on the monastery, and then we can shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we'll draw up to our hand limit of 5 plus 1 for our keep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get Crystallize, Chivalry, Swiftness, Improvisation, Tomb of All Spells, and Mana Pool. And I think here we probably want to go to the village. Our reputation is -3, so we can actually get the thugs quite cheaply here. So I think I'll probably go with Preparation here, and I will take probably March because there's a green in the source. So we'll take the March. That will get us a move 4, so we'll get explore 1 tile, and then we should be able to recruit as well on the first turn in the village, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, and then the dummy player is going to take number 2, so Long Nights out of the game. They're going to go first again. So they go 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, they get 1 more. Over to us, I think we go with March with the green. That gets us move 2 and another move 2, which we'll use to explore, and it is tile number 8. So that's pretty bad in terms of terrain. There is 1 orc which goes face up, and that's a summoner with 4 armor. And then there's a ruins which also goes face, or it actually goes face down, sorry. Okay, and then let's recruit here. So we have -3, which counts as +3 for the thugs, and then we can use our peasants for influence of 2. That's enough to get the thugs, which influence 5. We could also, no, we can't. So no, I was going to see if we could pick up the herbalists, but no, I don't think so. Using Tomb of All Spells. So do we want to move from here? I don't think so. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in hand. So we're not going to draw another card here. So we might be better to just move into that magical glade. And then we can't because we already recruited. So yeah, we'll end our turn there. So that's a red. We don't draw anything. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. They get 1 more. Back to us. Okay, so I'm thinking of going on to that magical glade. And we wouldn't actually need to block because we could, in the magical glade, you can, because that enemy is poisonous, we would be able to heal or not heal, just get rid of a wound card from our discard pile. But I think, yeah, let's use improvisation and discard crystallize for a move of 3. We need 5 move, so we can use, let's use our motivation for a red mana token and 2 cards. So we get 1 is determination and 1 is concentration. Okay, so we can use that for a move of 5 to get us into the forest. We can engage this guy in combat. So he is going to do 3 physical attack. We could use, we could go with determination, or we could just block them using the thugs here. And I think I'll just block using the thugs for a block of 3. And then we can use chivalry with the white from the source for an attack of 4. And reputation +1 and fame +1 for each enemy defeated by this attack. And then we can use 1 card sideways, and I think let's just use swiftness sideways for an attack of 5. That's enough to take him out. So we get 3 fame, so 1, 2, 3, We also get fame and reputation +1. So we get 1 more fame, and then we get +2 reputation for defeating a rampaging enemy and for chivalry. We do not level up, but we have these 4 left in hand. This gets re-rolled. It's a white. Red goes away. All of these are getting discarded, and we are left with 4. So we get 1 more card, and it's going to be stamina. We also start with a black for being on a magical blade. 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 2 more. 1 and 2. Back to us. I think here, let's go with, we'll play concentration to get a blue. We'll use that blue with stamina for a move of 4. We'll use 2 to move here, our explorer, sorry. And we get, okay, so tile 14. We're right next to a village. There's a keep as well. Okay. There's also the maze there. So what I was thinking of doing was using Wings of Wind to move over here, and then on the next turn probably explore here, and then get a core tile out here. But I'm kind of pretty tempted by that keep there. But I think let's use Tomb of All Spells, discard a card of any color. We'll discard Mana Pool. And we can use Wings of Wind, so to spend 1 to 5 move points to move 1 revealed space on the map for each. And I think I will spend, so we have 2 move left, so we could actually get here and then hopefully get into the keep on the next turn. So I think I will do that actually. We will use Wings of Wind to move our remaining 2 move points to move here. We do not reveal what's in the keep. We're left with Determination in hand. These get discarded. And yeah, we will draw up to our hand limit of 5. So we get 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have Stamina, Swiftness, Promise, and Battle Versatility. Dummy player then goes 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. And I think we will go for the keep here. So we'll play Stamina to move in for 2. We'll lose a reputation. And the enemy is, okay, so 3 physical attack with brutal and 5 armor. Okay, so and I think let's, so we can block using Determination for a block of 2 and Promise sideways for a block of 3. So he's fully blocked. And then we can play Battle Versatility with a red from the source for an attack of 4 and Swiftness sideways for an attack of 5. That gives us 2 fame. So 1, 2, and +1 reputation. So we go back up. And yeah, we get another shield token on the keep. We don't level up, unfortunately, which is a real bummer. I was hoping to level up there. Okay. So this gets re-rolled. It's a white, so 3 whites in the source. We now have 2 keeps, so our hand limit is up to 7. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have Threaten, Rage, Tranquility, and March. The dummy player then, they're going to declare end of round in the next turn. Back to us. Okay, so I think we will, let's use March for move 2, and then 2 cards sideways for move of 4. So we'll explore this tile first, and it is going to be, okay, so tile number 13. So that's fine. There's a Mage Tower. I think that's the first one we've had. There is an Orc as well, which is going face up, and it is going to be 4 physical attack with 3 armor. And then we can use our other 2 points of movement to explore here. And the first tile is going to be the Blue City. We're right next to a Draconum, which goes face up, and it's going to be, so 6 fire attack, brutal, fortified, fire resistance, and 8 armor. And then there's another monastery, so we get Ice Shield. And then the Blue City at level 7 is going to be 1 keep, 2 purple, and 1 white. So 1 keep, 2 purples, and 1 white enemy, and all of these or any elemental attack is going to be boosted here. So we'll put that there. And yeah, I think that's going to end our turn and the round. So we can reroll the source, and it's blue, white, and gold. We do have core tiles on the board now, so we're getting elite units as well. So the first elite unit is going to be the sorcerers. Then we have the regular unit is the thugs, and then the second elite is going to be the Ultim Guardians. Ice Shield gets taken away, and with the new one for the monastery is Pure Magic. They take Frostbridge into their deck. These advance along, and the new one is going to be Learning. They're going to get a green into their inventory for Cure. These advance, and the new spell that we get is going to be Call to Arms, Call to Glory. We can ready our units and our skill, and we will shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit of 5 plus 2 for our keep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We get Rage, Crystallize, Chivalry, March, Tomb of All Spells, Promise, and Stamina. And for our tactic, I think we probably go with Great Start here. So we'll get 2 more cards, and we get 1 and 2, and they are going to be Battle Versatility and Swiftness. The dummy player then is going to take number 1, so Early Bird is out of the game. And yeah, we can go on with the round. So 1, 2, and 3. It's a red, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. And I think for our turn, we're just going to take on this Draconum. So we can use Tomb of All Spells and discard Promise to use Call to Arms. And we are going to use the Ultim Guardians, which gives us a block of 8. Again, counts twice against an attack with Swiftness, but this enemy doesn't have Swiftness, so we're just going to use block 8. We need 12 points of inefficient block, so we can use our thugs for 3. That's a total block of 11, and then we can play Crystallize Sideways for a block of 12. So he is fully blocked, and then we can use Chivalry for an attack of 4. Battle Versatility for an attack of 2, that's 6. Peasants for 2 is 8. 9, 10. And then we could go 11, 12 with these sideways. Or we could just use Chivalry. So if we go with attack 4, we would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1. So it's not going to be enough to level us up twice. I think I'm still going to do this. So we're going to need to, we have attack 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we can use these 2 sideways for 12. Or we only need 8 attack. What am I doing? So yeah, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we don't even need to use the peasants. Sorry. So yeah, that's 8. That's enough to take him out. We get plus 2 reputation, plus 8 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we use Chivalry, we get reputation and fame plus 1. So those are both like that. We level up once. And yeah, this gets re-rolled. It's a gold. These are all getting discarded except for Call to Arms, which goes back to the spell offer. We're left with these in hand. We get a choice of skill for our level up, and it's going to be, okay, so we can either Dark Paths is move 1 during the day or move 2 at night, or the cooperative skill, once a round except in combat, throw away up to 2 wound cards from your hand. Put the skill token in the center. Any player may return it to you face down to play a wound card sideways as if it is a non-wound card and get plus 3 instead of plus 1. I think I'm going to take that one. The common skill is going to be, so that one is called Curse. So once a turn, either reduce 1 attack of an enemy by 1 or reduce armor of 1 enemy by 1 to a minimum of 1. You cannot use this skill on a fortified enemy in the ranged siege attack phase. And then I think for our advanced action, I'm going to take Dodge and Weave. The advanced actions move along, and the new one we get is Decompose. We have 3 in hand. We have a hand limit of 5 plus 2 for our keep, so we get another 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we get Tranquility, Stamina, Mana Pull, and Dodge and Weave. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 1 more. Back to us. And I think here, let's go with Stamina and Tranquility sideways for a move of 3 into the forest. We reveal what's in the Mage Tower, and it is Summoner with physical resistance and 3 armor. Okay, and I think we could end our turn there, and then yeah, we'll end our turn there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will get 2 more. So yeah, let's do that. We are going to choose for our crystal for ending on the mine. We're going to choose a green, I think. Yeah, let's go with green. And then, yeah, we'll draw 2 more. So 1, 2, and we get Swiftness and Threaten. Dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 1 more. Back to us, and we can use our. Probably want to use. Let's use our motivation here for a red. And we will get 2 cards as well, and we get Concentration and Determination. And I think here, let's go for the Mage Tower, I think. So we can play Stamina and March for a move of 4, which gets us into the Mage Tower. We lose 1 reputation. And then we have the brown summoner enemy, and it is 6 physical attack, paralyze, and 4 armor. Wow. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Okay. And I think what we'll do is play Mana Pull. So we will use a gold from the source. We'll take 2 die and set them to, I think I'm going to set 1 to white. So we'll get a white token, and I'm going to set the other one to green. And we'll get a green token. And then we can use Dodge and Weave with a white to reduce his attack by 4. So he's down to 2, and we'll use Determination to block 2. So he's fully blocked. We also get attack 2 in the attack phase because we didn't take any wounds to hand. And then we need 6 physical attack because it's inefficient. We can play Concentration with the green. The green token we just got, along with Swiftness for an attack of 5 plus 2 from Dodge and Weave. That's enough to take him out in the attack phase. We get plus 4 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to level up. So we get 1 more command token. These are not getting re-rolled. The gold does, and it is a green. Red goes away. These are getting discarded. All of these are as well. And then, yeah, we have 2 left in hand. We have leveled up already. We get a reward for taking the Mage Tower. So we have a shield token on it first. And then our reward can either be Charm, Wings of Wind, or Call to Arms. And I think I'm going to take Charm here for the influence. So yeah, that's fine. The new spell that we get is Flame Wave. We have 2 cards here, so we draw up to our hand limit of 6, so 3, 4, 5, and we get Improvisation, March, and Charm. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. I get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. I think we're going to let's play Charm with the white from the source for influence of 4. We can get a discount of 3 towards the cost of 1 unit. So we're going to recruit the sorcerers for 9 less 3 is 6. So we have 4 there and 2 with Threaten, which is enough to get the sorcerers. And then I think we'll end our turn there. This gets re-rolled, and it's a green. So 3 greens in the source. Dummy player declares end of round. Back to us. And I think here we can engage the orc in combat. So we'll take 2 wounds to hand. And then we can use our sorcerers for a ranged attack of 3. We could have, yeah, let's do that. So that's enough to take him out. We get +1 reputation, +2 fame. So we don't level up or anything. We can use this skill to throw away these 2 wounds. And yeah, we're left with these cards in hand, which we're not going to get to use. The source is getting re-rolled. And they are gold, gold, red, so the red will stay. And the 2 golds get re-rolled. It's white and red. These are getting renewed, so we get 2 more elite units and 1 regular unit. And we get Amatep Gunners. The regular unit is going to be the Herbalists, and the elite is going to be the Catapults. Okay. The Pure Magic goes away, and the new one we get for the Monastery is Explosive Bolt. They're getting Shield Bash into their deck. These advance, and the new one we get is Song of Wind. They're going to take a white into their inventory for Wings of Wind, Wings of Night. Yeah, and then the new spell that we get after they advance is going to be Underground Travel, Underground Attack. And then we can ready our units and our skills and shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we get Crystallize, Stamina, Determination, Promise, Rage, and Threaten. For our tactic then, I think I will go with probably Mana Search here, just to get the flexibility of the source. They're going to take Midnight Meditation, so we are going first this time. And yeah, we will, I think we probably want to try and pick up Flame Wall here. So we can play Threaten with the red. Although we're going to have to use our motivation here, I think. So we will, let's use our motivation first. So we'll get a red. We'll get two cards, and we get Stamina and Improvisation. We could then, I think, why don't we go with Improvisation for 3, discarding Crystallize, 4, 5 from Threaten, 6, 7 from Promise, and we'll use this red to pick up Flame Wall because we're in a Mage Tower, so that goes into our, on top of our deck. And then we get Meditation Trance, and yeah, we will, I think, end our turn there. So we have 4 cards left in hand, a lot of movement, and these get discarded. And we didn't use a die from the source, so actually let's re-roll the red first. So that's a green. And yeah, we're left with these 4, so we get 2 more, 1 and 2. And we get Swiftness and Flame Wall. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think here we will re-roll the red and the green. So we get blue and black. So we will use Stamina for a move of 4. And then we can use this Stamina for a move of 2, which is a move 6, which gets us onto the Crystal Mine. We'll end our turn there. That's a gold. These get discarded. We are next to our keep now, so we have our hand limit of 6 plus 2 is 8. So we get 4 more cards. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get March, Concentration, March, and Charm. We also get, I'm going to take a blue into our inventory. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 1 more. Back to us. And I think here, let's use March for move 2, which gets us into our keep. And then we can play Charm with a white for influence 4. We can use our Peasants for influence 2. We get a discount of 3 towards the cost of 1 unit. We're going to use recruit the Catapults here. So that's 9 less 3 is 6. We have 4 plus 2 is 6. So we will disband the Peasants. in return for getting the catapults. And yeah, our turn ends there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get 2 more. This gets re-rolled and it's a white. I should have re-rolled the gold before I used that white, but fine. So we get 2 more. Mana pool and battle versatility. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 2 more. 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think here we will go on to the maze. So we'll play swiftness for 2, rage, and concentration sideways for 4. And I'm just wondering, should we, instead of playing concentration, we can probably go with battle versatility here. No, let's go with concentration. So that's a move of 4. That gets us there. We'll end our turn there. So we will draw another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll draw another 3. But first, let's re-roll the gold in the source, and that is a white. So we'll get 3 more cards. So 1, 2, and 3. And it is Tranquility, Chivalry, and Dodge and Weave. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. They get 2 more. 1 and 2. Back to us. I think we will. So we have those 2. So I think we're going to go into the maze here. So we'll go with March with a green from our inventory for a move of 4. So we're going to go for a spell here. And for this, we draw a brown enemy. I think the unit we're going to take is the probably the catapults here. Yeah, let's go with that. So catapults, yeah. And then, so this is 6 physical attack. They are fortified with 6 armor. So not the best. And I think here, let's just take 2 wounds into hand. And yeah, we can use Chivalry with a white from the source for an attack of 4. And then battle versatility for an attack of 2. That is enough to take him out in the attack phase. We are getting 5 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also get plus 1 reputation and plus 1 fame. So we get plus 1 reputation, plus 1 fame. So that's enough to level us up. We can use our skill to throw away these 2. That goes into the center. This gets re-rolled. It's a white. Green goes away. These are getting discarded. And yeah, so we get a spell for that. We get a shield token, and we're going to take underground travel, I think, here. So that will get us over to the other side of the city, hopefully. And the new spell that we get is demolish, disintegrate. We are also getting a choice between 2 skills. So we get the influence one or the wound card played sideways for 2. And I think we also have the option of going with Krang's skills. And I think I will actually go for one of Krang's skills, and I think I'm going to take this one. So that'll give us some mana. So we have to take learning here. These advance, and the new one that we get is Stout Resolve. We are still next to our keep, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will get up to 8. So 1, 2, 3. And we get swiftness, underground travel, and learning. Dummy player declares end of round. We are going to re-roll the black and white, and we get gold and red. Okay. And then let's use this skill to gain a green mana token, which we will use with underground travel. Move up to 3 reveal spaces of the map. We cannot move. You may not move to or through swamps or lakes this way, and you must end your turn on a safe space. So we will move 1, 2, 3 to the monastery. We also have this skill, but we don't have any wounds in hand. So what do we want to do? We want to move 2 for sure. So we'll explore here. And we get, it is not a city, but we have a ruins, which goes face down. We have a Draconum, which goes face up, and it's going to be 6 gold fire attack, brutal, fire and ice resistance with 9 armor. And then there is a keep, which goes face down. So that's fine. We also reveal what's in the blue city. So we have 9 ice attack, cumbersome, doubly fortified with 6 armor, 5 physical attack with poison and 5 armor, 5 ice attack with ice resistance and 6 armor, and then 5 physical attack, unfortified, elusive, 3 or 6 armor. So the 2 with ice attack are going to be boosted, and then we have these 2 with physical attack. Okay, so we still have some movement left. So I think we probably just want to, I mean, we could go with learning here to get an advanced action, but there's none that really stand out. We could go with explosive bolt from the monastery. I think let's play first tranquility to draw a card, and we get, okay, so Tomb of All Spells. But yeah, I think I was tempted to actually try and burn the monastery down, but I want to see what units come out on the next turn. So I think we'd just go with move 2. So we can play learning sideways for move of 1, and then probably determination for move of 2, which we'll explore here. And it's not a city. That's not good. Okay, but we do have another monastery, and the new one is ambush. Okay, and then so we could try and move there and explore here, which would get the last city tile out. Do I want to do that? I think we're not going to have enough movement here, so we have 3 to get into the hills and then only 1 left. But that would allow us to, actually I think I will do that, so we'll move 3 into the hills and end our turn and the round. So yeah, that's fine. These go away. These are getting discarded. We are re-rolling the source. That's black, gold, and red. So the red stays, and the black and gold get re-rolled, and it's going to be green and blue. The new units are going to be. So we have 2 elites and 1 regular. So the first elite is the Amatep Freezers. Then a regular unit is going to be the Utum Crossbowmen, and the elite is going to be the Delphana Masters. The 2 monastery advanced actions get discarded. The new ones we get are Blood Rage and Ritual Attack. They take Decompose into their deck. These advance along, and the new one we get is Diplomacy. So another influence one. They're going to take Call to Arms, Call to Glory, or sorry, a white into their inventory. These advance, and the new one we get is Burning Shield, Exploding Shield. We will ready our skills and shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so that should be renewed because it's day. Actually, I forgot to do these. Okay, so we'll draw up to our hand limit of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we have Improvisation, Swiftness, Tranquility, Determination, Underground Travel, and Tomb of All Spells. I think we're just going to take Rethink here. And that means the dummy player takes the right moment. So we're going to go first. We can discard up to 3 cards from our hand and then draw that many cards. So I think we can probably, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're fine at the moment with these cards. We probably want to use Underground Travel to get back across here to our keep. I'm just wondering, should we maybe discard Swiftness instead? No, I think we're fine. So we will go first. We can play Swiftness, exploring here. So just move these up slightly. And the last tile is going to be the White City. So that goes like that. And there's a Draconum, which goes face up, and it's going to be 5 physical attack, poison, swiftness, and 9 armor. And then there's a keep, which goes face down. And then we could, let's use the green from the source. Well, actually, instead we could use Shamanic Ritual to gain a mana token of any color. We'll gain a green. So we'll flip that. And we'll use Underground Travel to move 1, 2, 3. Or no, we can't move through lakes or swamps. So we'll move 1, 2, 3, which gets us there. As our action for the turn, we can flip this back over. And then I think we can end our turn there with these cards in hand. So this goes back there. These get discarded. We have our hand limit of 6, so we get 2 more, plus 2 for our 2 keeps. So we get another 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have Crystallize, Swiftness, March, and Stamina. Not great. So 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think here, let's use Shamanic Ritual again. We'll take a blue. And we'll use that with Crystallize. And we will gain a... Probably want to go with a red here, although a white is also tempting. So I'll go with a white because I want to make sure we have something for mana pull. We can probably discard March here. And then... for our action for the turn, we can flip that back. And these 2 get discarded. We are drawing another 2 cards, so 1 and 2, and we get Chivalry and Dodge and Weave. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, so they get 1 more. Back to us, and I think we can probably go for the city here. So let's use our motivation to gain a red. We'll get 2 cards. And we get Stamina and Charm. Okay, so not the best cards here, unfortunately. So do we want to use Tranquility to draw a card here, or draw 2 cards? I probably don't. So let's keep that because we're probably going to end up taking some wounds here. So let's use Stamina for move 2, which gets us into the city. We lose 1 reputation. These are the 4 enemies. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can use... So how do we want to play this? I think let's use our skill for a white mana token. And we will play Dodge and Weave. Using that white mana token, we're going to reduce... Well, actually first, let's use a white from our inventory to activate the sorcerers for chosen enemy, loses all fortifications and gives us a ranged attack of 3. We are going to choose this guy, so he's no longer fortified. We have a ranged attack of 3, which is efficient against him. We can use our catapults for a siege attack of 3, so that is enough to take him out in the ranged and siege attack phase, so he's dead. We can use Dodge and Weave to reduce 2 enemy attacks by 2, so we're going to reduce these 2 attacks by 2, so they're down to 3 each. We will play Tomb of All Spells and discard Improvisation to use Burning Shield. So we get a fire block of 4, which we will use against this guy. Or no, sorry, this guy. No, let's use it against him. So he is fully blocked because his attack is down to 3 from Dodge and Weave. This guy we are going to take a wound from. So we will take 1 wound from him. And then this guy is doing 11 ice attack. So we are going to take 4 wounds from him. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 5 wounds into hand. Our hand limit is 6, so we're not knocked out. And then we can use, this was used as part of a successful block, so we get fire attack of 4 from that. We need a total of 6 plus 5 is 11. This guy was success, or was he? So we need to successfully block him, actually. So I'm thinking instead of blocking him, we will block this guy instead. And that would result in 1 more wound because of his poison ability, which we put into our discard. So yeah, we will need 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 3 is 14. So we need 14 attack. We have, we can use chivalry for 3. We get 4 from burning shield, so that's a total of 7. Our thugs is for 3 is 10. Determination for 2 is 12. And we need another 2. So we can play stamina and swiftness sideways for 14. So to recap, we played stamina to move in. We used our skill for a white token, which we used with the sorcerers for chosen enemy loses all fortifications, ranged attack 3, catapults was siege attack of 3, so that is enough to take him out in the ranged siege attack phase. We played dodge and weave with a white from our inventory, reduced 2 enemy attacks by 2, so these 2 were down to 3 attacks each. And then we used Tomb of All Spells, discarding improvisation, I think. Which we used to play Burning Shield for a fire block of 4, which is enough to block him, which means his armor will be 3 in the attack phase. We took 4 wounds to hand from him, 1 wound from him and 1 wound to our discard pile, because his attack was reduced to 3. And then we activated our thugs for an attack 3. We got fire attack 4 there. None of these are fire resistant, so that's a total attack of 7. We used determination for attack of 2, chivalry for an attack of 3, so that's 12, and then these 2 sideways for an attack of 2 is 14, which is enough to take them out. So all 4 of those are dead. We get reputation +1 for each enemy defeated by this attack. So I think we defeated 3 using that attack. So we get reputation +1. So 1, 2, 3. So we get a total of reputation bump of 3 from that card. And then we can activate this skill to throw away 2 wounds. We didn't use a die in the source, so we can use our tranquility with a green to throw away or to heal 2 wounds. So that's fine, and we are left with that red. So these are all getting discarded. Burning Shield goes back into the spell offer, and these are all getting discarded. We re-roll the green, and it is a blue. And these get discarded. We're left with charm and a wound in hand, and then we are getting fame for these, the enemies we defeated. So we get 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 7 is 19. So we get 19 fame. That takes us up to 54, which is enough to level up again. And yeah, those go over there. And so we now have 4 shield tokens on that city. So 3, 4. And yeah, we can draw up to our hand limit of 6 plus 2 is 8. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we get Flame Wall, Mana Pool, Concentration, Rage, Learning, and March. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. And I just realized we never put out the white city. So that'll be level 11 is 1 keep and 4 white token enemies. So 1 keep, 1, 2, 3, and 4 whites. And all of these are going to have armor of +1. So yeah, that is fine. Back to us then for our turn. And I think here we probably want to, let's go with, we can recruit quite a lot here because we have this co-op skill from last turn, which we can use our wound to get a 3 influence here. So let's go with concentration to gain us a white mana token. We'll use that white with mana pool. Take 2 mana die. We're going to take the 2 blues and set them to white. So 1 and 2. That gives us 2 white tokens, one of which we will use with charm. So influence 4, and then one of which we'll use with learning for influence of 4. So that's a total influence of 8. We get a discount of 3 towards the cost of 1 unit, we're going to go for the Delphana Masters here. So they cost 10. We have +1 on the reputation track and +4 for being in our city. So we have 4, 8, 12, 13. We can play our wound sideways for 3 influence. So that's 16. And then let's play rage sideways for 17 influence. And we can use a red die from the source because this was used with the crystal. So we can get the Delphana Masters for 10 influence, and then the Burning Shield for 7, plus the red die, which goes there. So yeah, that's fine. That's going to end our turn. This gets re-rolled. That's a red. These two don't. These are getting discarded. And yeah, these will also get discarded. So we're left with these two. We will draw up to our hand limit of 8. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we get Battle Versatility, Promise, Threaten, and Burning Shield. The new spell is going to be Space Bending. Fine. Dummy player then. 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think here we can try and get the Amatep Freezer. So we can play Threaten and Promise for influence 2 each. We have 4 there. We're at +1 in the reputation track. That's a total influence of 9, which is more than enough to get the Amatep Freezers. We'll use them to replace the thugs. And yeah, we will end our turn there. So these get discarded. Dummy player goes 1. They're going to declare end of round on the next turn. Back to us. We probably want to get moving as much as we can here. So I think we will play March for move 2. So we will move there. As our action, we will flip this back. Sorry, that's been used. So we're going to flip that back up. We'll end our turn there. Discard March. Dummy player declares end of round. I think we might want to try and burn this monastery down. So yeah, let's go with that. So we will lose 3 reputation. 1, 2, 3. We are drawing a purple enemy. We can't use our units this turn. If we do that, so do we actually want to do this? I think it might be worth it here. So let's use this for a red mana token, and then we get 1 purple enemy. And it's going to be, okay, so 3 physical attack, both are brutal, unfortified, and 7 armor. Okay, so we can use Burning Shield with the red for fire block of 4, which blocks 1 of his attacks fully. And then the other one, we are going to take 2 wounds to hand for. So we'll take 2 wounds for that. And then we can play Flame Wall with the red from the source for a fire attack of 5. So that's a total fire attack of 9. And we also have Battle Versatility here for 2. So that would be, yeah, fire attack of 11. And yeah, that's enough to take him out. So +5 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get a shield token on that monastery. We are also getting a reward, which is going to be an artifact. We're left with 2 wounds in hand. That is the end of the round. So our artifact reward is going to be either Banner of Fear or Endless Gem Patch. I'm taking Banner of Fear for sure. Source gets re-rolled. It's going to be black, white, and red. The unit offer is getting refreshed with new units. So the new elite is going to be Fire Golems. Then we have the Utum Guardsmen and the Heroes. There is only 1 monastery left on the board now. So these 2 get discarded and replaced with Heroic Tale. Song of Wind goes into their deck. These advance, and the new one we get is Temporal Portal. They are going to take a green into their inventory for Meditation Trance. These advance along, and the new one we get is Whirlwind. We can ready our skills and our units and shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we'll draw up to our hand limit of 8 because we're next to our city. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. and we get Promise, Concentration, a Wound, Mana Pull, Stamina, Rage, Tranquility, and Burning Shield. I think we'll take Sparing Power, so the dummy player is going to go first here. They go 1, 2, and 3. It's a green, they get 3 more, so 1, 2, and 3. We're going to spare power. We will, I think we can probably just, debating whether to heal or just rest here. So I think we'll rest, discarding Promise and the Wound. So we get another 2 cards into our hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2. And we get Battle Versatility and Tomb of All Spells. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. We are going to spare power, and then we will, I think let's use Shamanic Ritual for blue, and we'll use that with our stamina for a move of 4, which gets us there, and then we need 4 more to get next to the White City here, but I don't think I want to, although if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we're already above our hand limit here, so we probably do want to use 3 cards sideways here. Although if instead we use, instead of taking a blue, we take a green with Shamanic Ritual and use Concentration along with Stamina for a move of 6. Yeah, let's do that, and then we can play probably Rage sideways for a move of 7. That will get us next to the city, and we get, okay, so 6 fire attack, brutal, ice resistance, and 6 armor, plus 1 is 7. 5 cold fire attack, paralyze, assassination, fire and ice resistance, 8 plus 1 is 9 armor. Wow, 11 physical attack, arcane immune, not fortified, 10 plus 1 is 11 armor, 6 fire attack, brutal, ice resistance, and 7 armor, and then 4 physical attack, swiftness, and 5 armor. Okay, wow. Okay, so we'll end our turn there. These go back there. We draw up to our hand limit, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get 1 more as 6, so we have stamina. Dummy player then, we should have, as our action for that turn, renewed that. So dummy player 1, 2, and 3. It's a white, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. We're going to spare power. Do we want to go for this keep here? I don't think we do. And you know, actually, I think we might go for the keep. So let's use Shamanic Ritual for blue, which we can use with stamina to get a move of 4, gets us into the keep. We lose 1 reputation. And the enemy we have is, okay, so 6 physical attack with 5 armor. So we are going to, I think let's, I mean, we could use 1, so that would be attack 4, and tranquility would be attack 5. Now let's take wounds, so we'll take 2 wounds to hand, and then we can, let's break Tomb of All Spells and discard Battle Versatility, which will allow us to play the stronger effect of any, although do I want to, I think it might be better just to take the wounds and then use Battle Versatility and Tranquility sideways for an attack of 4 plus 1 for Tranquility is 5. We'll use the red from the source to do that. So that's a total attack of 5, which is enough to take him out. That will give us 4 fame. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We will level up. And yeah, that's everything. We can use, I think we probably want to use our co-op skill here to throw away 2 wounds. Yeah, let's do that. So this gets re-rolled. It is a red. These are getting discarded along with stamina. And we have these 3 in hand. We get a choice of 2 skills. So we get, okay, so the top one is, so that is called, where is it? Invocation. Once a turn, discard a wound card to gain a red or black mana token, or discard a non-wound card to gain a white or green mana token. You must spend a mana token gained this way immediately, or you cannot use the ability. And then the other one is Hot Swordsmanship. Once a turn, attack 2 or fire attack 2. I think this is probably going to be more useful. It will give us access to mana. So let's take that one. And then we have Stout Resolve, Diplomacy, or Temporal Portal. I think we will, let's go with Stout Resolve here. Yeah, so we'll take that. The new advanced action is, although Temporal Portal, and you know, I think I'm actually going to take Temporal Portal just because it will increase our hand limit, our hand size. So the new advanced action is going to be Training. And then we have 3 in hand. Our hand limit is 6. We now have 3 keeps. So it will be increased to 9. So we get another 6 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the cards we have are March, a Wound, Banner of Fear, Charm, Swiftness, and Temporal Portal. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 1 more. Back to us. I think let's swear power, and then I think we're going to discard this. Let's play our action for the turn to flip that, and then we'll discard that. So we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get 1 more, and it is a Wound. This has been used. Dummy player, they're going to declare end of round on the next turn. Let's spare power. I think we can probably, let's play Temporal Portal as our action for the turn. We could, yeah, let's go with the basic effect of Temporal Portal. So our hand limit is 1 higher the next time we draw cards. So our hand limit is now up to 6 plus 3 plus 1 is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we have Underground Travel and Threaten. Dummy player then declares end of round. We're going to use Sparing Power. And we have Dodge and Weave, a Wound, Improvisation, Flame Wall, and Crystallize. We can use our Motivation skill for a red mana token. And 2 cards, so we get another 2 here. And we have Learning and March. Not great at all, really. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think let's go for it here. So we'll play March, moving into the city. We'll lose a reputation. And these are the enemies we're facing. Okay, so we can use this for a green token. And let's first of all use Mana Pool. So we'll use the basic effect of Mana Pool to be able to use 2 dice from the source. And we will use the white and the black. For one enemy does not attack in the attack phase, gain attack equal to its attack, including elements. So we are going to choose this one. So he's not attacking, and we have 6 fire attack in the attack phase. And then we can break the Banner of Fear for 3 enemies do not attack this combat. So we will choose these 3. So those 3 are not attacking either. So the only attack that is being done is from the Arcane Immune enemy, and we are going to take 3 wounds into hand from him. So we'll take 3 wounds from him, and then we can, let's use Tomb of All Spells, and the stronger effect will break Tomb of All Spells, discard Threaten, and we will use the stronger effect of this spell. So we're going to use Disintegrate, play only in the attack phase of combat, destroy target enemy, and the other enemies get armor of -1. So we are going to target this guy. So he is dead in the attack phase, or no, sorry, we'll target this guy. So he's dead in the attack phase, and everyone else has armor of -1. We do remember have 6 fire attack from him still to use. And then what else can we do here? We can use our green with the Delphana Masters, for armor of target enemy is reduced by 5 to a minimum of 1. So we will reduce his armor down from 8. Remember, he's on 8 because of disintegrate. He's down to 3 armor. And then we can activate the sorcerers for an attack of 3. He's not physically resistant, so he's dead in the attack phase. And then we have these two are left, three. These 3 are left. We still have 6 fire attack from our possess spell, and we're going to use that against this guy. So he had 6 plus 1 armor for the White City is 7, less 1 from disintegrate is 6. Fire attack is efficient against his ice resistance, so he is dead in the attack phase. We are left with these 2 now. So he has 11 armor. This will not reduce his armor because he's arcane immune, and he has 4, so we need 15 points of attack. We can get 5 from the Ametep freezers. We can get 3 from the catapults, so that's a total of 8. And then we can play Flame Wall for fire attack of 5, so that's 13. And then we can play improvisation and discard. Let's discard swiftness for an attack of 3. So that is a total attack of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 5 is 16. That's more than enough to take him out, or these 2 out in the attack phase. So if we just do a recap, we played March to move in for 2. We used Mana Pull to use a white and a black for possess. One enemy does not attack in the attack phase, and we get attack equal to its attack. We chose this guy, so he does not attack, and we get 6 fire attack in the attack phase. And then we broke Banner of Fear, so these 3 did not attack in this combat. And then we took wounds to hand from the arcane immune enemy. Where did he go? These 3 did not attack. We took 3 wounds to hand from this guy during the assigned damage phase. And then, or actually before that, we played Tomb of All Spells, discard Threaten, use Demolish, play this only in the attack phase, destroy target enemy, and other enemies get armor -1. And then, we took 3 wounds from him. So we needed to come up with damage. So we destroyed this guy using Disintegrate. Other enemies get armor -1. We used our 6 fire attack from Possess to take out him. And then we used our green with the Delphana Masters to reduce his armor by 5. So he's down to 3. And we used our sorcerers to kill him. Physical attack is efficient against him. So he's dead in the attack phase. And then we had these 2 left. And we used Flame Wall with the red that we had for fire attack of 5. Improvisation for an attack of 3, that's 8. Plus 3 from catapults is 11. Plus 5 is 16 from the Ametep freezers. That's enough to take those 2 out. So that's all of them dead in this combat. And then these are not getting re-rolled. These are getting discarded. And we are discarding, well, Tomb of All Spells has been broken, so has Banner of Fear. These are all getting discarded. Demolish goes back to the spell offer. And that is the end of the game because they declared end of round. We're left with these cards in hand, and then Swiftness, Determination, and Chivalry. We should get our fame for this. And we have, so 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 7 is 18, plus 9 is 27, plus 7 is 34. So we get 34 fame. So we go 60, 73, 83, 93, 97. So we do level up once. So we get another command token. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, that is all for this game. I will tidy up and we can come back for scoring. Okay, so we had 4 spells in our hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 8. So we go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 of 5. Advanced actions, we had 4 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Artifacts, we had none left. We only had 1 crystal in our inventory. Units, we had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that goes to 10, 11, 12, 13. Sites, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 14. So we have 14. We go up to 16. And then wound cards, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that is less 14. So back down there. And then we had 20 for the cities. So that goes up to 22. 15 for all cities. So that's 37. There was no cards left in the dummy player's deck. No unplayed rounds, and the end of round was announced on the last turn. So we ended with 157. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I don't think I've ever had 4 elite units by the end of the game. Usually there is a non-elite unit in there, but I think getting charm and then just the way the tiles fell was pretty good for us in terms of getting the elite units that were so powerful. I thought we were a little bit short on mana going into the last round there. We didn't really get to use the Dolphana Masters. I think this is the first game I've ever used them as well, but we didn't really get to use them to the best of their ability. But yeah, that was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts. I think that's going to do it for today. Thanks for joining. Hope you can join again next time.